work your wage. You heard me. Work your wage. If you're not getting paid to do it, if you're not getting paid to do somebody else's job, don't do it. Obviously, I'm talking about this in the workplace, but it gets really old to be obsessed with performance and achievement, like always striving and running after achievement to prove to your workplace that you are a good worker, like a good little boxer from Animal Farm. It gets really old because at the end of the day, you're there for a paycheck. And I feel like I'm saying this to be a reminder to myself. I am there for the paycheck. I already know that I am a wage worker. That's awful, and the least that I can do is not do too much. I think that that's easily forgotten when you want to do well, you want to move up, you're young, you're ambitious, you're creative, you're all of the things. But if the workplace isn't honoring those things or isn't rewarding those things, I feel like words can only go so far. Like, I need the money, give me the money. I feel the burnout coming.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
My supervisor told me, hey yo, you don't have to work tomorrow unless you want to. You know what I said? I said, okay. He said, you don't want no more out? You don't want no hours? I said, no, I'm good. He said, you know you're gonna be off for 2 more days, right? You know you can, if you need the extra money, I can get you on. I said, no, I'm good. I've been saving money from checks. I've been saving a couple of checks. I'm good. Because I don't want to work more than what I have to. I want my days off. I want a couple of free days to myself. I'm tired of working, bro. And don't get me wrong, I'm not lazy by no means. Like, I just don't want to work at this job. I'm just here to make money. I'm not a slave to the dollar. I'm just there because I have to be there, not because I want to be there. I got to take care of my bills, responsibilities. I don't like being broke. But I'm not willing to let money take away my mental health and my physical health. Always put yourself first. Word. Oh yeah, and another thing. You would rather be getting paid to do what you want to do. Like, I want to do entertainment. I want to do music. I want to do anything that I want to do. Make more of my glasses, for my glasses business. That's why I'm using this job as leverage to fund my business and do what the fuck I want to do, not what the fuck they want me to do. Like, I do work for you to make the money. I get the money to fund my business. Work for you to get the money and get the money for my business. And that's what I am doing. Let me stop bullshitting. But yeah, that's what the goal is. Not to be working there forever. Because I have a life and I'm going to live that life to the fullest one day.
My boss basically said that no employee wants to be there for the passion of the job. They only want to be there for a check. So I used to work at this one job and I was talking to my boss, and he basically went on this whole spiel about how employees are only there for a check. And while he was ranting about this topic, he's looking directly at the employees and he's saying this. He basically is like, employees only want a check. They're not passionate about the things that they do. They don't care about the business. They only care about a paycheck at the end of the day. And then it had me thinking, like, newsflash, dude, we are in a recession. Who the hell is passionate about most things that they do? We live in a recession. People are trying to pay their bills. Most people are paycheck to paycheck. Most jobs that people do, they're not extremely passionate about. They need it to survive. They need it to pay their bills. They need it to put food on the table. They need it to provide for their families. Obviously, employees are going to come to work for a paycheck. Who is coming to work because they love to work? That's the real question. I want to know who is coming to work because they love to work. Because most people are going to work because they know they're going to get a paycheck at the end of the day. Most people are not passionate about the things that they're doing. So my boss basically saying this is just so stupid, because you know that we're in a recession. You know that most people are paycheck to paycheck. So why the hell would these people come into this dry cleaners and be passionate about doing dry cleaning? Who is passionate about doing dry cleaning? That's what I want to know. Are you passionate about doing dry cleaning? Because most people I know are not passionate about doing dry cleaning. If you work a 9 to 5 in a corporate job, majority of the time you are there for a check. So I just don't understand this.
This might be a hot take, but I'm going to do bare minimum days at work, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. If I'm extremely anxious and overstimulated or having a depressing, messy day, I'm only going to do the bare minimum, which is what is required today and what is required tomorrow. All that extra stuff that jumbles in my brain that just like further pushes me down that hole that my mind is trying to trick me into going down, I'm not going to do. I'm going to do that tomorrow, because 8 times out of 10, if I let myself just rest and recuperate, the next day I feel so much better. And I've always been someone who's like an all or nothing person. So if I'm not feeling good today, I know tomorrow if I'm feeling good, I can do like 12 days of work in one day. Now, am I having a bare minimum day every day? Absolutely not. But if I was having back-to-back bare minimum days, I know something's really going on. Like something really serious is going on. And I've always just let my management know, like, hey, this life thing is happening. And what's great is every boss that I've had is like, okay, totally understand, life happens. Focus on these things. These are your priorities. Everything else we can deal with. And that's just been super helpful. I've never had any issues in my evaluations. And I've been doing bare minimum days since I started working. I just don't feel guilty about it anymore.
I need a job that I can go to every day, but nobody really knows, like, if I'm here or not. Like, you know, they can just assume that I'm here because I'm supposed to be here, but nobody's seen me, nobody heard from me. Like, I'm just in my own bubble, in my own office, getting left alone. I'm a school counselor at a school, and every fucking morning, everybody sees me when I walk in, so they know I'm here. I can't fucking hide out nowhere like I used to at my old job. I can't fucking have a minute to myself first thing in the morning because everybody know I'm here. Like, I'm just here, like, because I have to, and it's my job, not because I want to interact with everybody early in the morning already. I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, I'm so okay if the whole school day goes by and I see nobody. Like, let's normalize giving people their fucking space in the morning. If it's not a call, it's a text. If it's not a text, it's an email. Everybody want to know what you got on your agenda for today, what you got planned for today. When do you have a slot to meet and talk? I don't want to talk about shit. I don't want to talk about shit.
So this is how to get away with doing the bare minimum at work. So first, you need to position yourself in a department that has several people in it that all do the same job as you, that if you don't do your job, it's not noticeable because there's other people doing their job. Secondly, you need to be friendly, you need to be fun, you need to be all of the things, bubbly, happy to be here, all of those things. You need to make it so no one has anything ever to say negative about you. Give compliments, tell jokes, send happy birthdays, give people things for their birthday, Starbucks gift cards, Ultra gift cards. Just be the main character at your job. Under promise and under deliver. Piggyback on somebody else's idea and then say that you're going to help them with it. Schedule a meeting and kiki the entire meeting while they type. Because you're already nice and friendly and bubbly, like, no one's going to think anything of it. You're just having a good time. You're having a good kiki with one of your coworkers. Offer solutions as much as you can. Never be the problem. And if you're blamed for something, take the fault. Be like, wow, damn, sorry, I didn't think of it that way. Didn't view it in that perspective. Thanks for letting me know. Hope this helps.
When you get to work, I need you to clock in, do your job, get your money, and go home. One of the goofiest things you can do with your time and your money is getting the workplace drama. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, the property manager don't care about who you beefing with up there. Them utility folks don't care nothing about how much more work you gotta do than Cindy. Because at the end of the day, you really don't care about these folks. Matter of fact, do a quick test. Name at least 3 people you worked with 2 jobs ago. Go ahead. If they are not at the top of your mind right now, that's how little some of these folks mean to you. These are not your friends. Y'all just work together. And here's the thing. You can meet people that can become friends. But in the grand scheme of things, Get your money and go home. Because a real friend would want you to get to the bag. Stop flirting with that man. Stop flirting with that woman. Stop having them conversations you don't need to be having up there. I don't know why y'all gotta talk and entertain yourself so much with stuff that'll risk your job, but stop doing it. If somebody don't like you, as long as it's not hindering you from getting your money, don't worry about it. Because if they ain't saying it to your face, it must not be a problem. Bro, if I'm being completely honest, I don't talk to anybody until I clock in. That's how serious I am about this money. So get up, brush your teeth, and go into this job with the mentality that you're gonna get this bag and go home. Because everything you care about is not in that job.
It is extremely important to work your wage. Stop overworking yourself. Stop going above and beyond for these companies. You are not getting paid to work more. You are not getting paid to try even harder than everybody else. You are not getting paid to do extra work and all of these other things. Go work, stay out of drama, get your check, and go home. That's it. Nothing else. You may not like the job, but it pays the bills and your life. That's it. We are only working for a check at this point. Especially in this economy, we don't do what we love. A lot of us are very unhappy at our jobs, but we do it just because we have to. Since we have to, let's do what we were hired to do and keep it pushing. And that's it.
Even when I hated my old job, I didn't necessarily do the bare minimum every day because I don't feel like in every situation it's beneficial to just do the bare minimum depending on what your definition of the bare minimum is. Because I would basically find kind of opportunities to learn something new or leadership roles or just joining different committees at work, because I think, to be honest, in my mind, it is more miserable to come in to work every single day, especially if you work a 9 to 5 and do the bare minimum, whether that's nothing at all or very little work for 8+ hours. Like I could not do that. And it's not, obviously none of this was to benefit the company, and none of it really did benefit the company. It was more to kind of fine-tune skills that I wanted to work on and that I wanted to perfect or do better at before I started applying to other jobs. So this is just something to keep in mind. If you hear people say, do the bare minimum at work, I think it depends really on, again, your personality and what type of worker you really are.
Somebody said our generation like to do the bare minimum or just enough when it comes to jobs. And I'm trying to figure out, is that supposed to be an insult? Especially considering the fact that most jobs either pay bare minimum or just enough. But I'm supposed to be the one to go above and beyond?
I tell people all the time, you got hired and get paid to do one job. That's it. If you get paid to wash the floors, what you scrubbing the walls and cleaning windows for? Every job I get, it's an even exchange. I'm doing what I agreed to do for what you agreed to pay me. That's it. You want me to do anything extra, you better already have extra money in your hand when you ask me. Now, if you one of those people that don't care and you don't mind doing extra stuff, do you. But to the companies out there, just because Steve want to go above and beyond, don't mean I will. Steve can be employee of the month 6 years in a row. I don't give a damn. That's not what I'm here for. Don't you want to improve your skills and advance in the company and help business grow? Hell to the no. I want my paycheck and for you to leave me the hell alone. How is that hard to understand? At the last place I worked at, the owner came out and was like, everything is everybody's job. And no, the fuck it ain't. You about to give me everybody's paycheck? Nah, big dog, I pulled up the job description on Indeed. It don't say none of that shit you just said. Moral of the story, you're not obligated to come in on your day off, do anything that's not in your job description. You better use all them PTO hours and take a day off if you need to. I don't care if they overstaffed. That's not your problem. Not being in an abusive relationship. That job don't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't care that much about it. They be out here brainwashing people, man. People be more loyal to their job than their mama. Don't make no sense.
Y'all, it's okay if you're at work and you don't want to talk, because guess what? You're not there to get paid to talk. You're getting paid to work. So if somebody is offended that you're not talking to them or having a conversation with them, or you just want to be left alone and you just want to work and not talk at all throughout the whole shift or throughout the whole week, it's okay, because what are they going to do? Go to HR and say that you're not talking to them? They're going to look crazy. They're going to look crazy. Can you imagine somebody going to HR on you and saying, so-and-so is not talking to me. They're not talking to me. They're not acknowledging me. You're not there to acknowledge nobody. You're there to acknowledge that work. You're there to clock in, do what you're supposed to do, and go home. I get it if you're not feeling the need to talk to anybody, because I feel like that sometimes. I don't want to talk to nobody. But I have coworkers that get offended if I don't feel like talking, or if I don't talk and they force conversation and I keep it short and I don't talk to them throughout the day, and I notice like they still keep forcing conversation and they know I don't want to talk, or they might feel some type of way. Like I can feel that energy that they're upset because I don't want to talk. It's okay if you don't want to talk. It is okay. You're there to make your money and go home. You are not going to get in trouble for not talking. Do your work and go home. Like if they have a problem with you not talking to them, that's on them. That is not up to you. Especially if y'all are not friends. If y'all are just co-workers, acquaintances, not even acquaintances. I don't even like to use that word acquaintances at work, because I'm not even an acquaintance to y'all. I am just a co-worker. I am not obligated to speak to y'all at all. Sometimes I go in there and I don't even want to say good morning to people.
Normalize people minding their business at work. I just started a new job and I do not talk to people much. I say, hey, how you doing? I ask a question about the job if I have one, and I stay to myself. And out of nowhere, my coworkers came to me at a it was our holiday party. They were like, "You're so standoffish. Are you antisocial? What you don't like us?" Like, really pressed. And it's just like, no, I just don't feel the need to come in here and spill my business for however long. That's just not what I do. That's not what I'm into. And it's funny because one of my coworkers was like, she kept saying, "Oh, now you don't talk, now you don't talk, now you don't talk." I said, "Girl, damn, you keep saying that. You saying it like you say hey to me." And I just stared back. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But you know, we got to kiki. We got to kiki according to who? I don't know you. 9 times out of 10, once I start talking to you, I probably won't like you because I see how you act right now at work. So Manaya doesn't have to do anything but come and get her money and go home and show people respect. Normalize people minding their business. Nobody has to come in there and talk to you. Nobody has to come in there and do anything other than their job. I don't know who needs to hear that, but leave people alone.
There's nothing wrong with someone that comes in, does their job, and goes home. They don't go the extra mile. They're just doing what they're hired to do, which is whatever their daily tasks are. They're not taking on projects. They're not doing extended hours, and that's completely okay. That doesn't mean they're not a good worker. It doesn't mean that they're any less of a great worker than the next person that is doing long hours. They're just someone who has set boundaries for themselves, or they have other things going on in their life. They have kids, they have family members they're taking care of. Maybe they're going to school to better their career, better their future, their education, whatever it is. They're choosing to spend their time however they want to spend it. They're not living to work. They're living for themselves. They're living to do things with their life that maybe bring them purpose. And maybe for the next person, putting in the hours and doing all that other stuff for them is getting them to that next position or that promotion they want. But maybe for this person, that's not where they want to go. That's not their future. That's not what they see for themselves. And that's completely okay. You cannot be mad at somebody that comes in, does their job, and goes home.
Y'all, I learned a long time ago that people, and by people, co-workers, colleagues, professional associates, feel some type of way about you enjoying your right to mind your own business. Like, people take it like some type of way that you literally woke up this morning, went to work with the intention of just doing your work, doing your job, and going home. That part of your, nowhere in your agenda did you say, I'm going to socialize, I'm going to check on Betty, Sue, and Ann. I am just going to go to work, do my job, and go home. I learned a long time ago a trick, a nugget that has helped me be able to enjoy the luxury of minding my own business. I have learned, if you tell people you're an introvert, even when you're not, Even when you have no issues, when you wish to socialize, when you wish to mingle, when you wish to have conversations about what you wanted to do or what you did over the weekend, you can do it comfortably. But because you prefer to mind your own business, I just tell people I'm an introvert. And it works. People know, okay, I'm not going to knock on Joanne's door. I'm not going to invite Joanne to lunch. I'm not going to be like, hey, Joanne, like you never talk to anybody. No, because they're going to understand that Joanne's an introvert. But I'm not. By far, I am not an introvert. I'm probably in the middle. And I would like to say I'm selectively extroverted. Don't force me into situations. Don't expect me to come out of my lane to meet you where you're at because you want to have conversations about your pets. You want to have conversations about your son who, did this and that at school. I came here to do my job. I'm here to work. I am sorry. I don't want to mingle with you. And the only way my coworkers seem to understand that is by me putting up the front that I'm an introvert. But I know my truth. But it works. And if you're like me, you should try it. Let me know. You should try it.
You deserve better than having to live paycheck to paycheck. Okay, you work so hard for your money every other week, every week, whenever you're getting paid, that money hits your account or it's about to hit your account and you can't even get excited. You're not even excited that you're about to get paid because that money's already owed to somebody else. You're using it for bills, paying off debt, automatic payments, whatever the case, and it's gone already. It's gone and you can't even sit there and enjoy, basically what you just worked so hard for, what you put in all the time for. The reason that you maybe weren't able to spend time with your family, your kids, that money that's supposed to be a representation of, hey, this is why I do what I do and why I have to spend so much time away from you, it's gone. Okay. And yes, it is going to bills. And yes, the bills have to get paid, but it's just really unfortunate that we can't even go and experience things. We can't even say, okay, let's go travel here and go here. Even if you get a promotion, even if you get a raise, it's still not enough. It never feels like it's enough, okay? And you can work for a really great company. You can get a lot of money, but still somehow it's never enough to pay for the things that you want to do and that you want to experience, because as you make more money, life just gets more expensive, okay? And I just basically say all this, I guess, to say, if this is you and you're going through a tough time financially, or you just feel like, man, is this ever going to end? You're not alone. You're not alone in that feeling, and that there's a lot of people that are feeling the exact same way.
When the fuck did working so many hours in America become a flex? It's not the flex that you guys think it is. Sure, you got some motherfucking money in your pocket. Wow, you paid your fucking bill. But you didn't go on a nice vacation anywhere now, did you? You don't got any money in that savings account now, do you? Nope, Americans are just working these 12 plus hour days, and for some reason they think it's a flex. You're making all of this money for another company, and they give you a couple little fucking peanuts, and your squirrely ass is happy. None of you are bothered that your lives are just slowly fucking ticking away. You're just making money so that you can buy things to feel better about yourself. And having all of this material makes you feel like you're more than other people. And that's where all of you are really getting fucked up. You think you're fucking better than anyone else out there on planet Earth. That's a fucking ridiculous ass mentality that you have, and you will be humbled one day. I'd feel like a real silly fucking goose if I had a heart attack at work and those were my last moments. I'd rather kick the bucket on a motherfucking beach. I'd rather go down to Mexico and oh damn.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.